Welcome to Whiskey Adjacent, the series where I take a look at whiskey-ish type things, such as traditional cocktails, pre-made cocktails, flavored whiskeys, and more. I'm your favorite player one, Richard, and fall is upon us. That means colder temperatures and spending more time inside with family and friends. So why not make a cocktail that they are sure to love? This apple butter old fashioned is made up of 6 simple ingredients and is sure to impress. So, grab your controllers, pour yourself a dram, and let's get into it. October has come and gone, which means we must bid adieu to our pumpkin themed cocktails. But we're still in the middle of fall, and I wanted to make something that reminds me of the season. Next to pumpkin, the first thing that comes to mind is cinnamon. Specifically, apple cinnamon. So, when I went looking for just the right recipe, I came across a channel that's called Drinks with Dave. Dave has a vast catalog of amazing and unique cocktails. So when I came across the apple butter old fashioned, I knew it was something that I wanted to make and share with you. I'll be sure to leave a link down to Drinks with Dave's channel so that way you can look at some of the other amazing cocktails that Dave made. Now for this recipe we need 6 simple ingredients. 2 ounces of bourbon, whatever you have around the house will work, however Dave uses Buffalo Trace in his recipe. We'll need 1 tablespoon of apple butter, a 1/4 ounce of cinnamon simple syrup, 4 dashes of orange bitters, 1 ounce of apple cider, and a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. Now, if you don't have simple syrup laying around the house, cinnamon simple syrup, the recipe for this is quite simple. This is a semi-rich simple syrup, so you're going to need 1.5 cups of syrup dissolved in water over heat, not boiled, just enough that it is dissolved into the water. Add a couple of cinnamon sticks, let it steep for a couple of hours, pull out the cinnamon sticks and put it into your storage container. Whenever you're ready to use it, pull it out and there you go. All right, we have our mixing glass, our ingredients, our ice ball, and everything that we need to make this cocktail. Now, it is very straightforward. We're going to simply add these into our mixing glass. Once we've stirred it, not shaken, but stirred, we are going to add some ice, stir it a little bit longer, then strain it over our ice ball and enjoy. So we're going to work with the ingredients going from my left to the right, and then we'll go with the ones that are in the front. So like I had mentioned before, it is recommended that you use 2 ounces of Buffalo Trace. However, just whatever bourbon you have laying around the house should suffice. So Buffalo Trace is becoming more available throughout the United States, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. It's a very popular entry-level whiskey, low proof, not a lot of burn, just a great all-around bourbon. So next we're going to add 1 tablespoon of our apple butter. Now apple butter, as my understanding, is almost like if you were to take applesauce and just cook it down a little bit more. It's more concentrated, has more flavor than what you would have in just an applesauce. Whoopsie daisy, little splash, but that's okay. Use our spoon to get it out. All right. Next into the mixing glass is going to be 4 dashes of orange bitters. That's about 4. We're going to come back and get 1 ounce of apple cider. Dave recommends that you use fresh pressed. I would imagine as long as it's something that you wouldn't see necessarily at like a Walmart that can sit on shelves for a really long time, you probably are good to go. So 1 ounce into our measuring container. All right, next is going to be our fresh squeezed lemon juice, which is supposed to be 1/4 of an ounce. See if I can do this without spilling it. And then lastly, our simple syrup, cinnamon simple syrup. Now, it says in the directions that you can add more to your preference. It's supposed to be 1/4 of an ounce. I'm gonna add a little bit more just because I tend to like my old fashions a little bit on the sweet side. So instead of 1/4 of an ounce, we'll go in with 1/2 ounce. Now we're gonna mix this up real good with our mixing bar spoon until everything is well combined. All right, that's a good start. We're gonna go ahead and add in some ice to our drink, and then it says to stir for 20 seconds. All right, I'm sure that was more than 20 seconds, but a little bit of extra stirring isn't gonna hurt anything. So we got our strainer. We're gonna pour it over an ice ball. I would imagine that we're straining this because if there's any of that just concentrated apple butter that didn't get mixed up, well, then we probably want to make sure we don't include that in the drink. So apple butter, old fashioned from Drinks with Dave. Cheers. That's really good. Kicking off November with this great apple butter old fashioned. This really hits the spot. Like I said in the recipe, he suggests using 1/4 of an ounce of the cinnamon simple syrup. I went up another 1/4 of an ounce, and this is amazing. You get a lot of the apple flavor, not a lot of whatever from the citrus. The cinnamon is not overbearing. This is great. So one more just because this is fantastic. These will definitely be a favorite come Thanksgiving time. Make these for the family as we lounge about and watch football and just socialize, enjoying each other's company. All right, guys, thank you very much for sticking to the end. As always, please do the YouTubey things, like this video. I'm really close to getting to at least 50 subscribers. I'd love to get to 100 before the end of the year. But you know what? Whatever we get is whatever we get. Down in the comments below, do you have a favorite apple or cinnamon themed cocktail that you enjoy around the fall? If so, please write it down in the comments. All right, guys, as always, thank you for sticking to the end. I'm your favorite player one, Richard. Have a good one.